easy chair with cold water. Hello Brét, because this is a response video to your thread about great second albums. You showed some great second albums there, and I am jumping on the train here. Great thread, and I have just gone through my records here and not even looked at my CDs, because I was blown away by the amount of great second albums that I found. And I have left out great classics here. I didn't put in the little pile I have here. I haven't put Metallica Ride the Lightning or Judas Priest or Saint Vitus or Sodom or Venom, or yeah, there are plenty of great albums which I have not put in because there are too many. They're really too much, especially in the metal world, you know. In the prog world there are quite a lot as well, but in the metal world there are great second albums. Many of them better than their debut album, you know. So I just picked a couple of ones. It's no special order or anything. And as I said, I've left out plenty of albums. And, you know, with metal bands and such, there are lots of EPs and demos around, so it's quite hard sometimes to pick out kind of what is the second album. But I had to show one classic just because it's great. Of course, the greatest band of all time, Black Sabbath, Paranoid. This is as you can see, a very worn copy of a swirl, the German swirl. I just had to have a swirl of this, and I bought this a couple of years ago, quite cheap. Always looking for more swirls with the Sabbath, and of course that is a great sounding album. It's a great. I had to show that because the sound quality, the production, the songs, the time that it was released, yeah. The weirdness of the cover that doesn't really fit, but does in some way. Anyway, I had to show that. If I had to choose one classic, you know, obvious classic, I had to choose that one. Now it's one less obvious, I believe. And this is Hell Symphony with Root. You know, classic Eastern, primitive but groundbreaking black metal, a classic. And this is a reissue and a quite new one. I haven't shown this in recent finds. I've been waiting for the perfect moment, but now is the moment I've been looking for, because this is a great second album. I just love Root. Very special. Yeah. I ordered this, pre-ordered this when I saw it was released from the US, the Crypt. Maybe, I don't know, before Christmas, I think. And it came around that time, a little after Christmas, I think. And I haven't even shown it in a video yet. That's really fucked up by me. But this is a great reissue. The first pressing of this is going for crazy amounts of money, and this is a great reissue. The poster, of course, it's kind of, you know, a matte finish on this one, gatefold. I have to show the records. I have to show both the records because this is great. Look at that, it's gorgeous, kind of hot lava colored. And of course the sides are Infernal side and Nocturnal side. Okay, let's show the other. This is Evil and Eternal side. Wow, look at that. You see it's marble there. And it shows quite bad in the video, but it's really great when you see it, you know, like this. I had to have this color. I couldn't go with the original black. I just had to have this one. And yeah, let me put that in later. It's really such a cool album to have. Really recommend this to people that are into black metal, thrash metal, death metal, and extreme metal. Just look at the singer there. His corpse paint is so brilliant. Big Boss, as he's called, kind of started a kind of Church of Satan cult there back home, and they're still going on from time to time, release a new album, just like another band from the East, Master's Hammer. There you go, that's the front. It's a great box. Root and Master's Hammer are, I think, yeah, Volcano as well, but they're from, South America, but they're kind of my favorites of the, kind of classic or cult black metal, especially from the East. It's such the color of the records kind of it fits very much with the very devilish black metal on this. You feel the presence of something here. It's very special. So great reissue, great second album. Let's move on to Blessed Are the Sick with Morbid Angel. You can't say I'm not gonna speak about this in a long time, but the first album, Autopsy Madness, was kind of very punkish music, and here it's moving more and more towards the Florida death metal sound. It's great. David Vincent is doing a great job doing the vocals here. I think this was actually the first Morbid Angel album I heard. I bought it on CD very early. Of course, that's the great label on Earache. With the insert, this is a original press, of course. It's been reissued now, lots of Earaches, but don't have those. I have the original ones. And here, in Sydney's contest, just a couple of minutes ago, I showed the first album from now this is the second album. This is Conference of the Birds, with 2 songs on it. Really great second album. I still love the first couple of, I think the first 3, the 4. I do like the last one as well, but I haven't listened to it as much as I have done to especially the 2 first, but all of them are great, so I really recommend it. This Conference of the Birds. Really great live as well. Of course, one metal classic. And I think I have quite many kind of obvious classics here. I'm sad to say, but I had to show Abigail, King Diamond, of course. Hello, Miko. Original here, of course, on Roadrunner Records. Man, great album. Manny's favorite album. A very step up from the first album, of course. And more, he really took his lyrical concept writing to a higher level with this one, of course. And as I said, Manny's favorite album by King Diamond. Not my favorite album, but a great album indeed. Not my first album by King Diamond, so I've really gone another way, but a great, goddamn great album. So great. And this is I'm just speechless, because of course this is, yeah, I don't know what to say about this album. It means so much to me, and it has done so for so very long. I think I discovered this when I was about 15 years old, and that was 17 years ago. Yeah, didn't have it on vinyl back then because it was so hard to find. The record stores that had extreme metal was mostly located around Gothenburg and Stockholm, and I didn't travel much back then. So, but of course I bought the original CD. Of course, this is this section, Storm of the Lightsbane, and this is the first pressing, so it's not with the extra songs on it, which are on, for us who grew up with this old version, those extra songs are on other albums, on EPs and such, so, and demos, so really great. I am looking for the second version, the repress of this with the extra bonus tracks and stuff also, but this is the only version I have on vinyl of this album. Very weird, but yeah, Storm of the Lightsbane. Of course, the Somberlane was the first album, full length, and this is a classic, a Swedish classic. Of course, one of the best, and I really mean that. One of the best death black metal albums of all time. Really perfect in every fucking way. It is. John Nødtveit, of course, the brain of Dissection, that is no longer with us, that took his own life, and kind of sacrificed himself to his chaos gods, or how to say. Great how he has put, how they've put some echo on his voice. He really, for me, he had one of the best voices in black. I'm saying black. Some say death, but I think it's more black. It's black death metal. One of the best voices. Really fascinating. Really great at writing lyrics as well. I just love this album. And this is the blue edition. It's a light blue version as well, but this is the black edition I have of this one. Original pressing. And yeah, what to say? Songs like Night's Blood, Unhallowed, of course the classic song Where Dead Angels Lie, Thorns of Crimson Death, Soul Reaper, you know, We're the Unhallowed. Yeah, great classic. One of the best second albums. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to Norway then. Bursum. Had to show some Bursum. I don't show lots of Bursum. This is Lucid Taurus. Great album cover here by the artist, of course, the old artist Kittelsen, which Bursum Varvikines has used many times. Yeah, more pictures of Kittelsen there. But it's kind of influenced by the plague here. It's very fitting for the music. I love Lucid Taurus which of course is 4 tracks, with Vari having a kind of, you know, like I am having now, because I have a cold still, kind of have a no, not like King Diamond, but a kind of his voice he used in the first couple of albums is kind of hard for the ear. He still has that one here, and on Philosophem, the next album, the third full length, or how to say, if you, I don't know if you're counting Aske Bursum water, he is leaning towards another type of singing, but this is primitive, very primitive black metal, recorded like many of the albums back then, with very little amount of money. Of course, Grieghallen in Norway, by Pytten, the producer. Great second album. Yeah, what to say. Another great second album, Bolt Thrower from of course the UK, Realm of Chaos. Here, this has recently become a reissue as well, but this is the original one. I don't have the reissue, would like that as well, but I like the sound of the original pressing. Of course, In Battle There Is No Law is the first offering from Bolt Thrower. This is a great battle, death metal second. Of course, they always do the kind of war, slow death metal stuff. This together with, I think, together with War Master is my favorite. But this is yeah, this is the great second album by Bolt Thrower. Warhammer style. No, it's a different cover on the reissue. Okay, jumping genres now. Blue Oyster Cults showed this on the Facebook page yesterday. This is Tyranny and Mutation. Great album cover. Great album. Great band, especially the first albums. The kind of smooth kind of 70s rock, hard rock sound. Really great. Really not many standout tracks on this one for me. I like the whole album. I'm an album type of girl, so great one. I have the first album. I have that signed because I met them, I think it was last year. So Autopsy, of course, it's the reissue. Peaceville, limited to 2,000 copies. Mental Funeral, of course, great second album. Autopsy, still great, still fucking great. Classic death metal. Brutal shit. And you have to show the vinyl because it's beautiful. Yeah. Not lava colored like Roots, but very nice red. Bright red. Of course, many people have shown this. I don't have to speak lots about this album. Put it on and you will hear it's a great second album. Okay. Last couple of albums. Sorry, it's a long video again. Mahavishnu Orchestra, Birds of Fire. Okay, maybe not with that voice anymore. Birds of Fire. Great album. I love the first album and I love this one. Discovered them a couple of years ago. of course. You have great John McLaughlin. You have great Billy Cobham on this one. Great fusion jazz, proggy, weird. Yeah, this is something that my partner don't really like. I think kind of weird being a woman liking this. Maybe I saw that Dixieland Farm, Chris's wife there, didn't really like the free jazz fusion kind of stuff, but I love this. I don't go much for free jazz, but I think I will in the future maybe. But this fusion jazzy stuff, it's heavy, and that's what lure me, the kind of metal heaviness, complex stuff. Yeah, really great, of course. This was released in 73. It's a fast CBS label, nothing special, but yeah, great. And not I must say, this together with Blue Oyster Cult, not expensive in any way. You can just go with a couple of bucks or so on the pocket, go into a record store if you found this, buy it, take it home, listen to it, enjoy. Okay. Tim Blake. This is Crystal Machine. Of course, Tim Blake. I have met Tim Blake now when I met Hawkwind on a signing. He looks like a cute little lady, but he was a very handsome synthesizing man. He played with Gong, and now he plays with Hawkwind, like I said. It's great on the theremin. He's really a god on stage. And now I think Tim Blake, I've had a bit of contact with him. Lives in a little house in France, still making music, still releasing, but as MP3. And this is a great second album, Crystal Machine. I don't have Tim Blake's new Jerusalem, the first album, and I would love that, but it's so hard to find. And I would love that shit, because I love this spacey music that he is creating. This is on Egg. I'm pressing on Egg. Really, see, that's really a beautiful spacey cover there. This kind of music, electronic music, it's really giving me a special feeling. So great second album, and it's hitting me. Okay, another not spacey but very relaxing and electronic somewhat music. This is Mike Oldfield, or just Ridge. The dog there. I've seen multiple different colors of this pressing. It's somewhat darker blue there and stuff, but it's a great. Of course, Mike Oldfield's first album, Tubular Bells, is great as well, and used in but this is one of my favorites. Really relaxing and stimulating album. And this is also, maybe it cost like $2-3 or so. Brilliant music for a cheap price. Just don't be off put by thinking about Mike Oldfield and only thinking about Moonlight Shadow. Go to the 70s stuff. First 3 albums, some of the 80s stuff is good as well. It's a great second album. Very good. That's it. Okay. Bye.